Hello, this is Frank Norton from Teaching Machines, and today we're going to be showing some of the sounds of the Fuzbillion, and this will have an old Roland TR77 drum machine going through it, which sounds a little like this. Chances are you'll hear a little bit of hum in the background occasionally in this video, but that's actually coming from the TR77 rather than from the Fuzbillion. So first, one thing I like, this is the clean you're hearing, so I'll just switch this on. And picking up a little distortion. You can get a little bit cleaner than this. One on there is actually cleaner, but we won't go into that just now. One of the things I like doing most on old drum machines is using an octave fuzz, so I'm just going to increase just that. Does really nice things on those old Roland toms. And this is controlled as mixing more of the octave in with the clean, well, cleanish. So that's like full octave, and now I can make that a bit more dirtier by increasing the gain of the octave. And let's go back to clean-ish. What else can I do? A bit of asymmetric distortion. So this is kind of clipping. These two dials here control the clipping up and clipping down of the fuzz loop section. And when they're at 0, they're in the Germanium mode, which is the softest. And as you increase them, you start getting silicon, different kinds of silicon diodes, which clip a bit harder. And I can also increase the gain of this whole section. We're getting some, well, more distorted stuff. That's picking up some harmonics. I wonder what that would do on the rock beat. Quite like that. And a bit of EQ. You can bypass the EQ entirely on this first EQ by putting it all the way to 9. Yeah, it's quite nice. I quite liked it around there. And this last dial is kind of just cuts over all the EQ. Kind of like a low shelf. You can combine both EQs, different settings. That's getting a little bit nastier. Yeah. All these stages interact in various ways. What might do something interesting here is the bias. Kind of interesting. You can get quite kind of broken sounds by doing with the bias. Do some overall clipping across all of that with this output clip control. Well, let's just hear the clean. Lovely. on adding some more gain. That's really quite different to the input signal. Maybe a different beat. Let's see what happens. That's a lot of gain, and you can really hear the background hum coming up now. I wonder if I can even gate that out. Not quite. Let's go back to something a bit cleaner. Position 4 on these two is kind of interesting because it actually puts a capacitor into the feedback of the op amp that cuts the gain. And this position 5 is another strange capacitor diode combination, giving that kind of huge bass. Actually works pretty well, just like that, I think. Bit of the octave. Try a little bit of the hats. Yeah, not very nice. Bossa. And hear the clean again. And let's just destroy this. Very asymmetric. You really can get some quite extreme distortions. That's kind of interesting. And now, just for kicks, let's go back to the Latin. And well, that's interesting. We'll try a bit of the PLL, or phase lock loop. This tends to be somewhat unpredictable on drum machines, to put it mildly, but we'll see what happens. It's generally good to have quite a high amount of distortion using the PLL. It likes to have a fairly strong signal. Almost tracking the pitch. Well, that's just noise. Well, that's kind of cool. Bring in a bit of the hi-hat. Doesn't make a lot of difference. Thank you very much for listening or watching. That was some of the sounds capable of being made by putting an old TR77 drum machine through the Fuzbillion.